So I heard this old story about a young boy that was walking along the beach after a storm had happened. See, during the storm, the ocean had washed up a ton, like thousands upon thousands, of starfish on the beach. And so this young boy is walking along and he's picking up these starfish one by one, throwing them into the sea. He keeps doing this for a while. People are kind of watching him, looking at him with amusement. And then finally, this older gentleman taps him on the shoulder and says, "Young man, what you're doing can't possibly make a difference. There's all these miles of ocean, there's thousands upon thousands of starfish. It's not going to matter." And then the young boy looks defeated for a second, but then he stops, leans back down, picks up another starfish. This time he chunks it as far into the ocean as he possibly can, looks up and smiles at the old man and said, "It mattered to that one." And I think sometimes that we forget that it's the smaller things that we do for somebody. It's the buying coffee for the person behind you in line at Starbucks. It's sending somebody an encouraging text, letting them know that you're thinking about them. It's taking food to somebody that's sick that couldn't cook dinner for themselves. We forget about those things. We tend to think we can't do anything because we can't do something big, or we see the problems of the world around us as just too insurmountable to think that anything we do is going to matter. But it matters to the person that we're able to do something for. It matters to that one.
Absolutely, Josh. And what a great reminder that story was, to suggest to us that we do our part, even if it doesn't seem big, when really it's big to that person. So, I don't know, 15, 16 months ago, God really pressed upon me to kind of slow down in life and check on people. And I really wasn't like, what does that look like? I didn't know what that looked like. And so I spent time praying about it, and he revealed an answer to me that sort of just like, it didn't really make me feel comfortable, because it would have meant I had to stop what I'm doing and be intentional about someone else. And so I just randomly started texting people when they would cross my mind to heart. And I'd just text them something simple. I'd say, "Hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. How's it going?" And in most cases, I mean, there'd be a few like, "Oh, life's going great," and there'd be no substance back. But in a lot of cases, Josh, I would find that people would text me back some very discouraging things going on in their life. And it become this conversation. And it dawned on me somewhere in that period of like, wow, God has me texting these people because he wants his children encouraged. He wants his people to feel hopeful.
Right.
And oftentimes, Josh, we don't reach out to people.
That's true.
So what happens is God has to nudge someone else to do that. And I think that's what was happening in my case. And look, is that to bring glory to me? No.
Right.
What that suggests is obedience. What that suggests is God cares, and he's got to find different ways, different avenues to provide hope for us. And now let's make something clear. Jesus is the hope. Okay? He's the ultimate hope. But I think there's room in there for us as his kids, as individuals, to bring some hope to someone else. And maybe, just maybe, that lunch you buy for that person, or that coffee you buy, you're their only connection to Jesus. That church invite.
Could be.
It doesn't really matter what it is in a lot of cases. It could be big or small, but the point is you're doing it, right? And what if like you're the difference between them not killing themselves? What if you're the difference between you and them having a better relationship because you just reached out? So the point is, what we're doing here, guys, we're just challenging you. How do you bring hope to someone? We're daring you to think about that.
Yeah.
We're daring you to consider someone else. And maybe the smallest act. Look, we're all busy. We get it.
True.
Not everyone can do everything, but if you can do that one thing what brings hope in a situation where it's not feeling too hopeful, I think God would be pleased about that. So that's our thing today, guys. We're just really wanting you to press upon this thing and this thought of, what can I do to bring someone hope? That's what we're daring you to do.